There we go. And I'm just going to let a few more folks in the call here. Awesome.
So I want to pursue some courses and all.
If you could just make sure you mute your laptops, that would be awesome. All right, so like I had mentioned, this is the first ever Affinity Partner 101. So I typically have a Chamber 101 every month, but I wanted to really get the awareness out about our affinity partners, our cost saving opportunities, and added value. So everyone in the membership, if you have a membership with the Halifax Chamber, everyone within your employment can gain benefits from these 10 affinity partners. So today we're going to be talking about the Chamber's plan with Terrio Financial, TD Insurance, Grand and Toy, Bald Insurance, CUA, Esso, Sona, Avis and Budget, InExpress, and Nova Express. And then at the end, we'll have questions and of course do 3 draws for the 3 different prizes. So we'll get right into it with the Chamber's plan.
Awesome, thank you. My name is Amanda, this is Jeff. We're from Terrio Financial. Thanks for setting this up, Julia, this is awesome. So we manage the Chamber group plan. We are an office of 8, we're a family locally owned business, and we're fortunate enough to have the Chamber plan. So we're just gonna go through a couple key points about the Chamber. The Chamber is built on a buying group of 34,000 Canadian businesses. We kind of like to think of it like a Costco. You're able to get wholesaler pricing at a consumer level. There's no minimum firm size to join. The Chamber was designed to help small businesses have access to affordable group plans. It's guaranteed approval, which means you can avoid medical underwriting. So if you ever have a medical condition that can pose you from getting an individual plan, group options are a wonderful advantage. The rate stability with the Chamber is unmatched to what we call traditional insurance companies because of the buying power, and they also operate as a non-for-profit. Their business is about cut in half of what they cost you compared to traditional carriers. The Chamber covers all the essentials that you could think of in a package, whether you're looking for life insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability, critical illness, a wide variety of health and dental packages. They also have numerous additional benefits that we're going to speak on now.
Yeah, we'll flip over to the next one. Thanks, Julia. The Chamber plan as well, in addition, it's been around since 1970. So it's not something that was just put together by us, Terrio Financial, and the local chamber here. This started in Winnipeg in 1970 and has grown to about 500 chambers across Canada. So it's a very, very large buying group. It works right across Canada for companies that have, you know, offices here and Ontario and West. One of the things that was just added to the program a few years ago is Teladoc. There's a huge, I'd say probably a third of the people on this call might not have a family doctor. Everyone that does have the Chamber plan gets free Teladoc, so that's virtual. So if you pick up your kid at school, not feeling well, and you don't want to go and sit at a waiting room, you can get onto FaceTime and away you go. So it's a wonderful service. Like I say, unlimited phone calls. You can call as often as you want. Thank you for that, Josephine McDonald. You had Chambers at the last job. Maybe we can get you at this job as well. Another important thing about it, there's no time of day. So we represent all of the other carriers as well. And sometimes before 5, they give you free. If it's after 5, they charge you $50 per call. So with the Chamber plan, the agreement that they've worked out is there's no cost at all, 24 hours a day.
Awesome. And then we'll jump to the Employee Assistance Program. So this is an option that's available to add on to any Chamber plan product with the concern of mental health on the rise and making sure your employees have someone professional to talk to. The Employee Assistance Program provides up to 12 hours of additional counseling services than what's on your extended healthcare. It's very competitive compared to most other carriers who offer 2 to 3 hours a year, which goes by fairly quickly. So this has just been a great program that's been added on, and we've been focusing a lot on it lately, just again, to provide more help for yourself and for your employees.
And Pocket Pills. Pocket Pills is another recent addition. Everybody goes and gets their drugs. They go to a pharmacy, they pick them up. You know, there's not enough time in the day to do all this stuff. Nowadays, what happens is Pocket Pills was created, I think it was just last year, and it's a national pharmacy. They're a large buying group like the Chamber is. And essentially what they do is they buy in such bulk that if you have an 80% drug plan, if you buy through Pocket Pills, which includes free delivery, they're going to pay out at 90%. If you have 90%, they're going to pay out at 100%. So whatever you've got, they're going to add 10% to it. The 10% is nice. What I find is also just as nice and saves you a lot of time is going to Shoppers, going to Costco, going to all these places. 20-minute drive over, you wait for a half hour for your pills to be ready, 20 minutes back home. So what this does is actually you can text them, you can call them, you can email them, but they put it on your doorstep next day. So if you call in and order a prescription, you can get on a cycle where FedEx delivers it to you for free. The cost of the courier is built in, but it's all done. So it's a wonderful service. You don't have to go pick it up. It's automatic, and they cover 10% more than what your current plan will pay.
Amazing.
Yeah. Julie, that's about it for us. You know, we got a lot more we could talk about. I don't want to go over the time. I'm kind of watching the time, but we can get on to the next TV. And thanks everyone for showing up.
Thank you.
Awesome. And if anyone has questions at all for Terreal Financial, if you want to learn more about the health group program, you can put it in the chat box or send an email to me and I'll be happy to connect you. Great program. I know a lot of people here at the Chamber are on it. So thank you so much, you guys. And I'll be monitoring the chat box. So if anyone has questions, please put them in there. Awesome. So now I think we're going to be chatting about TD Insurance.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm recovering from COVID, so my voice is shot. So I apologize in advance. But it's great. First of all, I just want to say, Julia, huge shout out for getting this together. So many people kind of getting together and learning about affinity partnerships is a great way for us to kind of deliver the message as well. So I won't take too long. I just wanted to come and let everybody know about the great affinity partnership that we have with the Halifax Chamber of Commerce. So TD Insurance, we offer preferred pricing for home, auto, condo, tenant, any recreational vehicle. So anything you look at what is kind of looked at your personal insurance, we offer preferred pricing not only for chamber members, but also for any employees that member might have. So that is something that I really wanted to specify as well. Like anybody who owns your own business, if you're part of the chamber, please do advise your employees that because you are part of the member or you have the membership with chamber, your employees get the preferred rates as well. We've been partners with the Halifax Chamber of Commerce since 2005, and we're very proud to say it is an exclusive affinity partnership. Julia, if you wanted to go to the next slide. These are some of the things we just wanted to kind of highlight real quickly of what are some of the tactics we use. I'm not going to spend too much time. Julia, you and I, we know about this a lot. So I'll move to the next slide to just give you guys some examples of things you might see at a lot of different, I would say, digital platforms, or even like we have presence on the Chamber website as well, but you might see sometimes there might be social media posts, you might see different slides, or there might be social media directed ads specifically to you if you identify as a chamber member, which tells you to kind of go online and get a quote. A great thing about it is all our systems are kind of set up right now that you can kind of do a lot of things yourself online. So a lot of the ads that you're going to see are all hyperlinked as well. So it's just clicking on it takes you directly to a dedicated landing page for Halifax Chamber members. So when you do a quote, it is automatically recognizing and giving you the price there. The other thing I really wanted to highlight as well is for all our Halifax Chamber members and employees' needs, we're very proud to say that we serve all our Halifax Chamber members' needs out of Halifax itself. So the people you would be talking to, if you do call or if you're chatting with somebody, we do have that digital service as well. They're all based out of our Halifax office. So serving our Halifax members, chamber members locally is something that we're really proud of as well. Julia, if you wanted to move to the next slide, it's a quick snapshot. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how easy it is to kind of do a quote online for auto insurance. The same for home insurance as well. I do know it says save 5% on a car insurance quote in Ontario. It's just like when you first go into the page, depending on where you are, it just recognizes which particular province you're from. And it's a screenshot, so it's going to be the same for Nova Scotia as well. The other thing is we've made it so simple that you can actually get a quote less than 5 minutes. And after that, if you have any questions, you can always call and talk to somebody, or you can set it up yourself. And being a chamber member as well, like you can always kind of reach out to Julia if you have any questions, if your employees have any questions, and it can be filtered and directed through to me, and I can kind of look after that as well. That's pretty much what I had. I just wanted to let everybody know that we do have preferred pricing for not only members, but your employees as well. And we are very proud to be serving all Halifax Chamber members locally. And thank you for the opportunity.
Awesome. That was awesome. It was like an Oscar speech. Awesome. Love it. So again, if anyone has questions, put it in the chat box. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I know that a couple of you said that you wanted to reach out about TD Insurance. So happy to connect you as well. And thank you so much. All right. Tom Boyce with Grandin Toy.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name's Tom Boyce. I'm with Grandin Toy, a very proud affinity partner with Halifax Chamber of Commerce. For those that don't know, Grandin Toy is a 140-year-old Canadian company. I've been with Grandin Toy for about 100 years and looking forward to about another 50 before I work on my strategy of Freedom 6 Feet Under. Here are some highlights to focus on with regards to our chamber offering. Most chamber members can expect to save an average of 25%. We offer an aggressive price structure on everything you need to run your business. There's a 10-page list of items that are offered to chamber members that are priced quite aggressively. Everything from office furniture, technology products, janitorial products, beverage, for example. We have like the largest selection of K-Cups. Exceptional pricing on copy paper. Right now, for example, is $58.60, and that's delivered right to your office, within HRM. The ability to adapt your own custom list by adding 25 items that are important to you. On this chamber list, there's probably about 400 or 500 different items, but we also understand that there's items that are important to your business that maybe are not on this list. So we give you the ability to add 25 items and price them quite aggressively for you to save you even more money. We offer next day delivery, online ordering, same as Amazon. Local representation, that's me. We offer on a 30-day account review after joining us, where I'll review your account and look for more opportunities to potentially save you more money as well as improve on efficiencies. 10% off your first order, over $100. And to set up an account with Grandin Toy, it's quite easy to do. Certainly just get in contact with me, and it's just an account form that needs to be completed, and we can get you online in ordering right away. I know my contact information is provided, is on I think our chamber website. So if you have any questions, certainly don't hesitate to reach out to me after today's meeting. Thank you.
Awesome. And those are just some brands I pulled from your website as well. So a lot of recognizable brands. So next time any of you are thinking about putting an order in for office supplies, do it through Grandin Toy, through your membership. Utilize your discount through that membership. And again, it's for anyone within your organization. All right. We're moving on very well here, making good time. So Bald Insurance.
Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay McDonnell. I'm with Bald Insurance. I just wanted to take a few minutes to chat with you guys. I know I'll try and keep it under our 5 minutes, I think. That's just a quick overview of what I'd like to chat about today. And Julie, if you don't mind, we can go to the next one. So we're a local insurance brokerage. We're family owned. This photo is just a quick snapshot of our management team and our commercial team, which is what I'll be specifically talking about today. So we have over 900 commercial clients, and we're right on the Bedford Highway. So local, like I said. So just a quick photos of, you know, our involvement in the community, but most importantly, how involved we are with becoming a digital leader for insurance brokerages. So historically, insurance brokerages weren't always very tech savvy. We have tried to push that envelope forward. We have an app for our clients. We also have the ability, and I'm not sure how relevant this is for some of you, but the issuance of certificates online for our clients, and that is a big help. So yeah, big bonus. So what I'd like to talk to you about today, we don't necessarily, in terms of commercial insurance, there's not you know, a discount we can offer, but we do want to talk about the standard process of selecting a broker and then what we feel it should look like. So typically we see companies or clients change brokers for things like price, poor service, lack of value, ultimately a lack of trust. And we often hear, you know, what is my broker doing the other 364 days a year? They're only talking to you on your renewal. So Julie, if you can go to the next one. So the typical broker selection process, which we see often, is particularly from newer companies who aren't familiar with the commercial insurance process. So normally we'll see, you know, we're maybe the third or fourth call that they're making. They've already given their information out to numerous brokers. And there's a real issue with that. And the next slide, we can look at, you know, why that hinders the client. So this is typically what it looks like. You'll see the client, they give the information to broker A, B, and C. The first broker takes, you know, the bare minimum amount of information. They get their submission to market and they get a quote right away. Broker B takes a little bit more time, gets your information again, goes to market, they get another quote. And broker C, who took the most time with you, they developed, you know, a risk management strategy with you. They were the most thorough. They understand your business, your risks. They went to market and they were blocked. They weren't, or they were, you know, maybe they got a few quotes, but they weren't ones that were the best fit for your business. So commercial insurance works on a first come, first serve basis. So while broker C ultimately was the broker you wanted to work with, they're the ones who took the time to get to know your business. Ultimately, they weren't able to provide you with the best option. So I'm hoping this is clear. I'm trying to keep it short. If you have any questions, I'm happy to go over it with you. And we can go to the next slide for our recommendation on what this process should look like. So ideally, the client would go to broker A, B, and C, but instead of giving them all of your information, determine which one is the best fit for you. Who do you want to work with? Who do you have a sense wants to understand your business? Go through we're just one piece of your risk management strategy. So who do you want to work with? Ultimately, this person selected broker B. They were able to develop the submission thoroughly and accurately. They go to market, and not only do they get you the best price, but they get you the best coverage because they have access to all of the available insurance markets versus only having access to 2 or 3 because those were the ones that hadn't already been approached. So that's what we think the process should look like, and what we're trying to get across to particularly newer companies that may not know. And we don't want anybody to waste their time either. We don't want you, giving your information 3, 4, 5 times. Ultimately, it's not in your best interest and not a good use of your time. So this is typically what a traditional insurance relationship looks like. Product and price, always the driving factor. Relationship falls somewhere in the middle with long-term solutions. So your risk management, your relationship with markets sort of at the bottom. And we would like to flip that on its head. And the next slide, basically does that. So ultimately we want to, of course, product and price is important, but you want someone, like I said, who understands your business and what your risks are, and you want to have that relationship with them so that we can get ahead of things. And yeah, you can go, I think there's one more. So being proactive, like I said, we're one piece of your risk management puzzle. So we want to be a part of identifying and analyzing your risks, and then selecting and implementing some solutions. We look at things like midterm policy reviews. A lot can change in the course of a year, particularly with new ventures. You don't know in 6 months what your business may look like. We want to be a part of that and see how we can help. And that, falls directly into proactive risk management. And we also offer a team who looks after our claims and any changes throughout the year. And that's it for me. Hopefully I was, it's a longer conversation, and I'm happy to have it with anybody who has any questions. Feel free to reach out to Julia, who can put you in touch with myself or anyone on our team. We are happy to chat. And thanks, Julia, for putting this together.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Thank you.
For a great presentation. So we're here with CUA now, and we'll be joined by Erin.
Hello, everybody, and thank you, Julia. I'm the Manager of Marketing and Communications at CUA, and I'm also joined today by Itai, who's one of our small business advisors. So he's in one of those little windows on the call as well. So we thought today we'd start by introducing you to who CUA is, because we know it's not always a recognized brand name. So we are a full service banking institution. And although we are based in Halifax in HRM, we do serve all of Nova Scotia. So in addition to our 8 branches, we do also have a couple of mobile banking specialists who are able to meet with clients outside of the HRM area. We also have a really robust offering in addition to day-to-day banking offerings through a wealth management services and commercial banking center. And we're already working with over 20,000 customers. So we do have quite a good backing, quite a good membership. And a fun little fact is that 2023 is our 75th anniversary. So we were founded in 1948, meaning we have tons of experience specifically working with Nova Scotians. So next slide, Julia, please. So what makes CUA different than your standard bank? The biggest thing that we feel is that we are focused on helping everyday people get ahead by delivering a great banking experience. So we're really focused on that everyday person, on making each and every one of our members or customers feel valued, important, and doing everything that we can to go above and beyond to help them in financial understanding, in really taking control of their banking. So we'll go to the next slide, please, Julia. So we kind of wrap that all up in this, what we call the CUA difference. Oh, back one, please, Julia. Thank you. So we know that when it comes to banking, one size does not fit all. So what we call the CUA difference is really 3 key factors. So the first one is our flexible products. So because we're Nova Scotia based, we can really get to know you, your business, your employees, and then we can tailor our really diverse banking offerings to meet your specific needs. We're not just sending numbers off to Toronto and that are calculated there. It's really about getting to know you and what you need. And that ties into our next point, our personalized service. And then finally, because we are local, because we are based here, we have that local market knowledge so that we can do everything that we can to give you a yes right away to help deliver on your business or your individual potential. So our last slide, Julia, please. We've had a little preview of it a couple times.
Sorry.
That's all right. Just getting excited for the offerings. So we have a couple of offerings for chamber members, and this really depends on what group you're a part of. So the first one, of course, is for small business members. The second one is for our nonprofit and community group members. And then we also have a separate offering for any of your employees as well. So each one of those packages includes waived account fees for your new account. You have preferred rates, specifically when it comes to high interest savings. You can save discounts on your annual credit card fee, etc. So I'll just hand it over to Itai for a moment to talk a little bit more about relationship building and how we work with small businesses and community members.
Thank you so much, Erin, and thank you, everyone. My name is Itai. I'm a small business advisor with CUA. I'm very excited to be here, actually. As Erin mentioned, we are a full-service bank. I'm also a member of our commercial team, and I deal mostly with small businesses all across Nova Scotia. I also wanted to share with you that we have, we facilitate unique provincial streams of business lending and financing. For example, the Nova Scotia Loan Guarantee Program that was created to support the startup and expansion of existing small businesses and new businesses in Nova Scotia. That unique program is facilitated by credit unions in Nova Scotia and can essentially guarantee up to 90% loan to value on new business loans and operating line of credits. I would be more than happy to answer any question that you may have around that or other products that we have, such as our flexible bank accounts and other lending products. I do have to apologize in advance. I will have to jump on another call shortly, but I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have around that. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Itai and Erin. I just want to remind everyone to make sure you mute your mic. It can get a little bit distracting if it's not muted. So thank you so much, CUA. Again, if you have any questions, I'll review them at the end. Awesome. Now we're on to ESSO. So I believe we have Steve on the call here, Steve Perry.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for taking your lunch hour to join us and connect with all the Infinity partners as part of the Halifax Chamber. I'm Steve, I'm the local account manager, and I also have Ray Armand, who is the East Can manager, sales manager for the program.
Good morning.
Good to see you, Ray. As part of the chamber, you'll see our information in the online and in the new member startup package. You save 3.5 cents off a liter with the ESSO mobile business card. It can be used at any ESSO or mobile across Canada and also into the US, any Exxon or mobile station. Ray and I were doing some quick math here before the call, and if your business purchases, at bare minimum $500 worth of fuel a month, that would end up being like $210 in savings. So it's quite substantial.
A year.
Per year, yes. Yeah, per year. Yeah, that's right. And the control features are one of the really key elements of the program, tracking your vehicle's performance per kilometer per liter, and also any expenses that are related to it. It's very often that we get calls from businesses that local businesses say, you know, hey, Steve, I have an employee maybe that's offside and is purchasing off hours, things like that, and they want more controls. This program is free to you, and there's a full online dashboard that will help you. And the tools online are, like I said, all free and helps you control your purchases. Our offer is any employee or any business, it doesn't matter what size of business you have, if you have one vehicle to hundreds of vehicles. So this solution's for everybody. If you, this just kind of shows all of the stations across Canada. And if you ever needed to find an SO location, there's a online finder, SO finder or mobile finder. So you can just log on your app and track down the closest location. So mobile's somewhat new to Canada. So our card can be used at any SO or mobile station. And once again, you'll see a link right there and it's available online. It'll tell you where the nearest location is for you. So this is the business card and premier card. As I mentioned before, any employee of a chamber registered company can get this card and they would pay for their fuel on their own. And also with the business card, you can, like I said, it doesn't matter if you have one vehicle or multiple vehicles. We'll help you set up the solution. Just reach out to us. There's lots of key features. We can go over the top with features or as little as you need. So there's 24-hour support online. Like I said, the back-end support is really key to our program. The 3.5 cents is obviously a really good thing, but being able to control your receipts and all that kind of stuff, especially thinking of right now, it's tax season and people are probably trying to track down receipts for their fuel purchases. With our program, you wouldn't have to do that. You just log in online on the portal and all your receipts will be filed away there. And like I said, it doesn't matter what size business you have, from one vehicle to many vehicles. And of course, PC points. So on every single purchase, you have the eligibility to get PC points. So you get 3.5 cents off a liter, plus you get the PC points on top of that, which can be redeemed at any SO location or any of the Loblaws locations like the Lennox Superstore or Shoppers Drug Mart. So those points have big value. Perfect. And that's about it. And like I said, this program can be tailored to anybody. So feel free to reach out to Julia or leave a link, a note down in the chat, and we'll get back to you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Steve and Ray. I also love the feature that you can track your receipts on the app. Like the amount of times in the winter where you just pump your gas, pay at the station and get in your car and you're like, I forgot my receipt to expense. That alone is such a huge asset. So happy to share your contact with anyone as well.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, the online portal is really good, especially if you're scaling up your business and you've got multiple vehicles that you're paying for as part of your business. Being able to set parameters and exceptions so that, just as a safeguard for your business, we can do all that. And there's no charge to you.
Even a safeguard for yourself.
Exactly, safeguard for yourself. That's right.
There you go. If you're a small business or you're a solopreneur, this can benefit you too. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
All right, we're on to Sona.
Awesome. Thank you. So thank you, Julia and the Chamber, and of course, everybody for joining the call today. My name is Brendan and I work with Sona. So essentially what we are is we're a payments and point of sale company that's local here in Halifax. So essentially, although we work across Canada and in the US, our home base is right here in Halifax, which is amazing. So when I talk about payments and point of sale, we really take more of a consultative approach when going through that process. And really kind of what I mean by that is although, payments is our core business and we want to help businesses be able to accept Visa, MasterCard, and different card types from their customers, During that consultative approach, or as we go through the process to get set up, some of the different things that we might look at is being able to set up loyalty programs, gift card programs. If your business requires an e-commerce site, or you have a website right now that you'd love to be able to start accepting payments for some of the products that you sell. And when I talk about point of sale, that kind of really entails all business types. So whether you use a CRM management tool for a business to business type industry, or you're a restaurant or a cafe, we really kind of have almost every single solution to be able to integrate or kind of filter those payments through. So that's just kind of, kind of quickly what we do on a day-to-day basis when working with members. And Julia, I guess if you just want to go to the next one quickly, what I'll touch on really is the offer that we get. So any new or existing chamber members that come to SONA, and we go through the application process, and we find a solution that's going to help work for your business. Essentially what we'll do is provide a $200 bill credit. So what that means is that basically within 2 months of you beginning to work or process with us, you'll have a $200 bill applied to, or a credit applied to your bill, sorry, as well as we'll waive any application fee. So, if you have any information you want to reach out, find out if we have any solutions that can help, work for your business, or solutions that are going to streamline anything that you're having troubles with today. Again, our core is really accepting payments, but most often than not, we have something for everybody. So just reach out to info@SonaPay, Julia from the chamber, I'm sure, or we're on the website. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody.
Incredible. Thank you, Brendan. And I know that the Halifax Chamber switched to SONA a few years ago and has saved thousands of dollars through that merchant service. So thank you, SONA, for that, but also for your great presentation. All right, next we're going to be talking about Avis and budget with Tamara.
Hello. There we go. So I'm Tamara. I am the local sales rep here for Atlantic Canada, and I deal with mostly small businesses. And so I'm sure you all know what Avis budget is, rent-a-car, truck rentals as well. Basically, we have 11,000 locations around the world. You can go to the next slide. This is the offer. What's in it for you? Well, members receive 20% off during peak season here in Atlantic Canada and across the country. There are, I think it's a 10% savings in the US, so not as big, but across the country, off peak seasons, May 31st to October 1st, you receive a corporate rate, and that corporate rate is based on the chamber spends around, well, chamber members spend approximately $200,000 a year. So those rates are cheap rates because of the size of the chamber. Let me see. And by renting, when I say renting with us, you'll be supporting small businesses in your own community. In Atlantic Canada, everything outside of the Halifax airport is owned by a small business owner. Okay, so that we have one in Burnside. I'll give you an example. So Glenn Mazer runs the Burnside location. We provide the vehicles for him, but he provides the staff and we pay him a commission for that. So that it is all small businesses. And that's about it.
Amazing. And I always like to share a personal testimonial. I don't know if I've shared it with you, Tamara, but in September 2022, I went to Alberta for the first time. And of course, I booked through Avis and Budget. I saved about $400 because rentals were insane at that time. I was going to Banff for the day and I saved $400 and they upgraded me for free to a brand new SUV. It sounds almost too good to be true, going through Alberta with a nice SUV. And all the other stations, because I booked at the airport, everyone was really stressed and kind of freaking out. I just waited 30 minutes, got my rental, and then was off to Banff. So a really nice experience and awesome savings, because going out west can be expensive, you know, within Canada anyways. So I was so appreciative for that.
Well, yes, that's one thing. Sometimes when my cell number is actually on the website, if anybody wants to get a hold of me, but it's amazing how many people have paid for their chamber membership with their savings from the rental car.
Yeah, that would be approximately kind of the first tier anyways. And most of our businesses are in that tier because they're small business. So that's a really great point to make. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tamara.
Thank you.
All right, in Express, we have Robert.
Hey, Julie. Hey, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in today. My name is Bob Daigle. I own the local franchise for InExpress, and what we do is we support small to medium-sized companies with logistics and shipping. We've negotiated a rate, special chamber rate, that you guys can take advantage of just by reaching out and letting me know. And what we do is we provide online management tools for booking and tracking, as well as paying of your invoices. And we support some of the largest names in the business. And by working with us, what you'll be able to do is to take advantage of the 450 franchises that we have across the country and our buying power. So we ship about 18,000 packages daily throughout the world. We'll support anything from small, document packages to very large, sort of, thousands of pounds shipments. So we've done anything from documents to, 20,000 pound steel shipments and artwork and other things. So if you think you're too small, you don't ship enough, we have customers that ship once or twice a month, a few documents, and they save 50, 60% from what they would do if they went elsewhere. And we have others that ship, large palletized freight and air shipments around the world. And we're happy to work with anybody there. So, how we actually help, we negotiate on your behalf. We negotiate best prices with the carriers. Our rates that we've negotiated with you on behalf of the chamber should be better than, or will be better than anything that a small to medium-sized business would be able to go out and negotiate on their own. We can provide you with shipping advice as required. So if you've got something kind of, whether it's freeze protection required, whether, it's heat sensitive or fragile. I have a customer that actually ships blood samples cross border. I have another one that ships live feed worms. So anybody that, so if you've got any kind of special requirements, I have 3 art galleries that I work with. And I also have law firms that ship, paper documents. But if you have anything that that you think requires a little bit of help and support, you're not clear on packaging, what have you, we can provide you with that. We track all of our packages daily. So we have an online platform that allows us to go in and make sure that everything that we're shipping through our system is moving properly. And if not, we take care of it for you. We look after all your customer service needs. So if you got a lost package, if something's broken, if your client is unhappy in some way, you don't have to reach out to the individual carrier. You call InExpress, you call me. It's a direct line, and we look after the customer service on your behalf. We've got relationships with all the carriers so that we don't have to wait on 1-800 numbers. You guys can go back and do your work. At the end of the month, all of your shipping will be consolidated on one invoice, so you've got less paperwork to deal with. If you have an online booking platform like a WooCommerce or a Shopify, our product integrates seamlessly with that. And as I said, we can advise on any kind of special services. We source multiple options to get you the best price on any kind of large scale shipments that may require white glove service, what have you. And if you're new to customs and brokering, we can help you there. We can provide you with the advice that you'll need to find a good customs broker, the questions that you'll need to ask, and things you'll need to take care of. And we're just a phone call away.
Amazing.
And I know I'm not allowed to ask questions, or answer questions at this point, but yeah, if you are someone that's shipping 1 to 2 packages a month or 15 to 20 a day, we typically have options that that can help you save money and make your life a little easier.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Robert. And I remember when we met about a year ago, you showed us your online platform, and it was just really nice. So, you know, even if you're not super tech savvy, it's easy to manage it and to track everything online. Again, it's just like the app tracking receipts. It's really nice to be able to go on there and see everything from the year. We always kind of get frantic in that December month. So to have that feature is really nice. So thank you again. And we're going to move on to Nova Express as our final presenter, and stay on for about 10 more minutes because we'll be doing the draw for the prizes. So thanks so much again, Robert.
Thank you.
All right, Deanna.
Hey, Julia. Thanks everybody for joining. I'll keep it short and sweet as I know I'm last. So basically, Nova Express, if you can go to the next slide, Julia. So basically our background, we started in 2020 with the pandemic. You know, our first contract was a 5-year with Canada Post. Since then, we've grown. We have, you know, offices all over, but mostly focusing on Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, but currently looking to expand to Quebec and Ontario as well. So we are constantly growing. You know, working with big partners such as Purolator Courier, Canpar, Loomis, Purolator Missions Critical, that's a company for Purolator in the States. So we do a lot of prioritized shipments, pretty much anything you're looking for. We also have several warehouses here. So we're getting into the storage and of warehousing of items as well, if you're looking for anything like that. So basically, yeah, delivering across the Maritimes, we have different services. So we have overnight, dedicated, you know, we do cold chains, medicines, blood samples, hazardous materials, pretty much anything, as well as, you know, your standard shipments of boxes, documents. For our chamber members, you can become a business partner with us, and we'll go through and figure out what kind of, you know, best rate we can give you for the service that you're looking for, as well as top that off an additional 15%. And so we can look into something like that. If you want to reach out and we can set you up to become a business partner, you can check our link out at www.novaexpress/clients. And next screen. You know, our fleet is constantly growing. We recently just purchased our first 100% electric vehicle last year, and this year we are looking to purchase more to keep everything nice and green. We have, you know, relationships with several vendors to make sure that our vehicles are always top notch and we're not, you know, breaking down on the roads. We also have a tow company that is partnered with us as well. So he's always there to help us out to make sure everybody's shipments get to where they need to go. And also, we're getting a lot more focused on our management of jobs. We created our own portal. So now everybody can get real-time access, as all of our vans have GPS. You'll be able to actually see your package on the move, right from when it's picked up to when it's delivered with photo or signature at your request. And any questions, you can reach out and we can talk about some rates and look into setting you up as a client.
Amazing.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Deanna. And for anyone who is kind of looking to get started with Nova Express, I know that Deanna and the team dropped off your first shipment for free. So I have some coupons here at the office if anyone is looking to ship or, you know, kind of have that complimentary shipment for Nova Express, you can reach out. So thank you so much, Deanna and all your team. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. So I'm just going to check the chat box while I'm here to see if anyone has particular questions. All right, let me see. All right. A lot of people telling me that I was able to mute the mics myself. I appreciate the feedback, but I was quite nervous during because I was skipping through. And so it was kind of hard to manage that, but I appreciate everyone's feedback on that. I'll know for next time. Amy asks, is there any limitations to employees taking advantage of all these great benefits? For example, being a part-time employee. So as a chamber member, everyone within your organization gets these benefits, whether it's booking through a car rental, SO discounts on fuel. If it comes to part-time or full-time, I think that's probably something you could talk to the affinity partner about. But in regards to, you know, whoever's on your payroll, I believe can access these benefits. So, you know, all 10 CUA, group health, which is super important, Grand and Toy, all of them. So great question, Amy. But remember to after this call, talk to your colleagues about the awesome benefits that they can get through all these affiliates. Oh. I don't see any more questions actually, which means either people are a bit shy or all 10 of you did an incredible job at reviewing what you offer. I like to believe it's the second one. So without further ado, I know everyone's kind of anxiously waiting for the prize draw. So I'm going to do 3 draws and I'll show you the name and what you get. And if you're on the call, you of course win. But if you're not on the call, I'll go to the next name. If your name does get drawn, please just send me a direct message or an email after so I can get your address or a business name and I can come drop off the gift personally, as long as you're in Nova Scotia. All right, so here we go. This is like the most anxious and fun part.
I'm not getting up, Brennan.
All right, so I had about 85 names in here. All right, so the first name, Sam Harvey. Is Sam Harvey on the call? Sam Harvey. Sam Harvey's here. Okay, Sam, could you send me just a private message with your email and I can follow up as well. All right, so that's the first one. So Sam, you won the TD laptop bag. Amazing. Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to be drawing for the SO 100. I feel like I'm on YouTube. The SO $100 gift card. All right. Oh, the name fell out. Oh. All right. Second one, Brian Rebeck. Are you on the call, Brian Rebeck? Is Brian on the call? Perhaps not. We'll do it again. Catherine Lawrence? Catherine Lawrence, are you on the call?
Wow, I am. That's so exciting. Thank you.
There you go. So you just won a $100 gas card from Esso.
Congratulations.
And then the coffee Keurig from Grand and Toy. Comes with coffee too, which is kind of nice. You don't have to go out and get it. All right, and it is Laura Cartwright. Are you on the call, Laura? Laura might not be on the call, so that might be good luck for others. All right, let's do it again. Oh. I want to be fair, a name did fall out. All right, Brianna Cornia. Brianna? Is Brianna on the call? Nope. Okay. Hopefully the next person. Third time's a charm. We'll finish before 12. I know that. Everyone can still go get their coffee. Jonathan Shen? Is Jonathan on the call? Oh my goodness. This is getting kind of embarrassing for me. No, it's not embarrassing. Oh, Lauren Cartwright is on the call. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. So there was the name that I drew. Laura, right? I don't know if you guys can see Laura. So Laura, you won the Keurig. So I've noted all of your names down. So thank you so much, everybody. This concludes the call. So we finished about half an hour early. I really appreciate you all joining, and I'll send a follow-up email with the presentation in PDF format to everybody with the affiliate partners contacts. And so if you have any questions or you want to reach out, please don't hesitate, and get going on your week. And thank you so much again. And thank you to our 10 Affinity partners too.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
All right,
Thank you,
bye
everybody.
everybody. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you.
Bye.